What is this?
Okay.
That's a really hard question.
You say Idubbbz killed JFK?
That's what I'm saying. Smoking gun.
I don't think he was alive.
Horrible.
According to Tectone, this dude,
So
Hassan reached out to him to
Not
fucking.
Hassan.
Sorry, Ian reached out to him to recruit him to fight, which is really interesting considering they've taken.
Yeah, I got a DM from Ian saying, "How much do you weigh?" Obviously, we heard the news about Harley dropping out from the Creator Clash, and one could only assume, well, why the hell you DM me about how much I weigh when you lost a fighter, right? And obviously, I have the same build to Harley, and I also was DMing Harley, where I think he also maybe would have recommended me. I'm not sure. Let me go through my DMs again with him real quick before I speak on this, because I was DMing Harley legit the other day. Also, I've been watching Harley and H3 since I was a kid. So, like, getting mentioned by these two, and I'm just going to be real, like, legends of the YouTube scene is, like, kind of surreal to me. Like, I'll be real. Like, I've been watching Harley Morenstein since, like, Epic Mealtime. You know, I'm still wondering what the fuck happened with Muscle's glasses. Like, why did he leave Epic Mealtime? But that shit was fucking awesome. And now I replaced my Epic Mealtime addiction because it's not happening anymore with fucking Google Foods. And then, yeah, H3. Been watching him since Vape Nation. I mean, that was the thing why this whole Ethan thing pissed me off so much. Because, like, they made some really good fucking content 8 years ago. You know what's crazy? You know what's lame as shit to admit? I wonder if I can actually show proof of this. I think you guys will take my word for it. I was legit so pissed off about that shit. I went back and I watched the old Ethan and Ian videos where, like, they go into a sewer to eat chicken. And I was like, man, why is it your closest friends that stab you in the back? Like, it just sucks, man. It really does just fucking suck. He says, wait, I got a DM from Harley that said, let me know if I should drop out of Creator Clash and we put out our own boxing event. Except now you look like you'd really kick my ass. And I say, hell no, I ain't fighting your ass. You look like a roided out solid snake. Yeah, I'll be real. I heard there was some controversy going on with Harley. I got no idea. To be honest, I don't really care. I don't really look into that shit. But yeah, this is kind of surreal being mentioned by H3 right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Taken this moral stand against me. As Ian had to put his event in jeopardy because he was so morally inclined to call me out. But now he's inviting Tectone to fight in his...
Well, according to Tectone, this is so fucking insane to me that I am deeply skeptical of it.
Tectone was
I think he's
banned this morning for calling Frogan fat and calling her names.
I think this was after that. He's streaming on YouTube.
Yeah.
Dude, he's been leading the fucking...
Oh, right.
Oh, he was
unbanned
unbanned?
this morning.
He had been banned
I
for
thought he
doing
got banned
that?
for a week. It was just one day.
I'm not sure.
So for anybody looking for context, I was suspended for 2 weeks, and then due to good behavior, I got sent a survey that I could fill out, which was like Twitch's TOS. I got quizzed on it. And if I passed it with like an 80%, they would have reduced my length, but I passed it with a 100%. So my entire suspension was lifted. However, I get no ads or any money off Twitch besides subs and bits for 1 week as punishment. But yeah, I passed that shit 100% because it's easy. I talked about this the other day, but yeah, that's what happened. I was banned for 2 weeks, but I got it lifted due to a new feature they were trying out, which was to fill out a survey, yeah.
The shit he said and posted about Frogan
Was absolutely correct, and I don't apologize at all. I don't know what you want me to say. Like, I'm not going to get offended if you call me white. You know, I'm not going to get offended if you call me bald. It's the truth, right? I don't know why anybody's making a big deal to call a fat person fat when they said they're not bothered by being called fat. Frogan's gone on record saying that, by the way. So, like, what's the deal? What do you want? What do you want me to do? Like, why are you so pressed? Like, brother, you know what a fat person can do if they want to look better? Lose weight. Like, obviously, I'm not going to go after anybody for what race they are because they can't change that. But obviously, I'll make fun of somebody for being fat. Why not? Bro, not only do I do that to people who I hate, I do that to myself. I was fat. Now, I'll be real. I was also skinny before then. I was only like fat for like 2 years because COVID fucked me up. But now I'm like still like decently fucking fat. Internet terms would call me fat. Real life would call me sexy, sex god. But yeah, it's really not that big of a deal. People get way too pressed over this shit. I feel like there's a bunch of fucking... Can you say snowflakes on Twitch? Can you say that?
Very
over the
nasty,
past years is
very
like
mean.
insanely nasty shit.
Yeah.
Worse than anyone I've seen.
Oh, well, who is this guy? Why is he such a pussy? No disrespect. I got no idea who this guy is. Why is bro just lying, saying I've done horrible, nasty shit worse than anything he's ever seen? Okay, name it then. Say what I've done.
If this is true, absolutely mind-blowing, insane shit.
Go ahead.
Hold on. It's not worse than anything you've seen.
He was unbanned after 48 hours.
How could it be worse
apparently.
than anything you've seen?
Worse than... Okay, literally no. I guess
He was
not.
very nasty.
He,
Well, I'm just saying, people like fucking want to like get lay down and fucking like.
I'm talking about
and
specifically
castrate-
against Frogan.
But like he called her fat, right, and ugly.
That's the worst shit you've ever seen? Ethan got sent. Brother, I don't who's the white guy with the pipe? Brother, the reason why I was so upset in my response towards Frogan was because she's the same person laughing at Ethan receiving human skulls, which is the implication that someone's going to come kill his kids, and Frogan laughed at that. The same person, I'm from a military family. My father served 42 years. The same person who said that all military vets hope misfortune befalls upon them and they hope they get PTSD while promoting the death of American soldiers. You're going to say me calling somebody an ugly, fat piece of shit is the worst thing you've ever heard? Jesus Christ. Bro, I'm not sure if you're familiar with Plato's allegory of the cave, but you must live in the sunshine and rainbow world if that's the worst shit that you've ever heard, and that's not on me. Like, don't get me wrong. Am I an asshole? Sure, absolutely. But you might not like the things that I'm saying, but you can't tell me the things that I'm saying are wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, once again, like, you disrespect the troops, you disrespect me. I don't take their sacrifice for granted, not 1 second. I get to live the beautiful life I live because of what the troops have done for the U.S. You think I'm going to tolerate disrespect? Absolutely not.
Which is horrifically mean. I get called a fucking baby killer.
I was talking specifically about
That's way
Frogan.
worse than being called fat and ugly, in my opinion.
I absolutely 100% agree. You want to know why? Because me calling someone fat and ugly is rooted in reality. Ethan being called a baby killer is just fucking horrible. I will never be upset for anybody calling me something or making fun of me for something that I did. It's when people make shit up in this warped perception of reality in order to label every single person that they disagree with as a criminal. It's like, here's the thing with Ethan. Hassan in this group could call Ethan a bunch of names. Wow, look at this guy, he's balding. Oh, look at his old videos, he's fat. But no, what do? They have to label them as a fucking criminal. That's what's ridiculous. Because that's what they do. They can't, you gotta understand, it's legit more mature to call someone stupid, fat, or ugly than it is to try to ruin someone's life by labeling them as a criminal. And this guy with pipe, that's the worst shit you've ever heard? I don't know about that, man. And you guys got to understand, I don't do this shit for content. You know what I mean? Listen, my mouth gets me in a lot more trouble, just like your mother's mouth gets her out of a lot of trouble with me. I sometimes talk a lot of shit, but like, we're drawing the line at fat. Come on.
Sure.
Not yelling at you. I am yelling at you.
I don't really understand what the
but not-
point is that you're trying to make.
Because
though.
I get frustrated when everybody's like trying to defend
hold
her
on,
so
hold on.
much. It's like she's the ultimate victim of online harassment.
It's not.
It's
pointing
just,
out
it's
how-
just not. It's like people are nasty to her.
I'm pointing out how
I-
weird it is for Idubbbz to
That's why
reach
I
out
said
to him
that.
specifically. That's why I'm saying that.
Right.
I'm not
Yeah.
comparing. It's in a vacuum. I'm not comparing it to anyone else.
I'm getting triggered. It's my fault.
Okay.
I will be real. Like, if anybody has the ability to be upset about the treatment they've received, it's 100% Ethan. Like, and I don't know how people aren't painfully aware of this. Like, it's insane. Like, the fact this even needs to be said is insane to me.
Fair enough.
Calm your old ass down.
Yeah.
Yeah. but your point, which is correct, is that he's friends with Frogan. He featured Frogan, and he, I'll say, is probably her biggest harasser. He's the dude
That's-
most
yeah,
dedicated
exactly.
to like
Yeah.
fucking with her
Yeah.
and being really nasty to her. Yeah.
It's not even like that. You got to understand. I have like 100 Frogans. It's not anything personal. Well, okay, it is personal between me and Frogan. I mean, she shit talked my fucking dad, right? And I'm like, you're not going to disrespect my troops. You're not going to disrespect my father. And the shit that Denims and Frogan have implied about my father is insane. But like, you got to understand, I'm just the guy who's just saying what everybody's thinking. That's it. Why do you think the tweets pop off so much? Because everybody wants to say it, but nobody's fucking saying it. And the reason why people want to say it is because it's fucking deserved. But I just call people out. I just call out bullshitters. That's pretty much it, man. Like I don't think about her. I just see like a random tweet and I'm like, oh, there she goes again. Okay, LOL, fat. Like, bro, come on. Like, we really get impressed over that.
I think he's telling the truth, frankly, because it's just so weird to lie about. It's so easily disprovable.
Right. I mean, I guess so. It's just
Let me watch it.
the concept of them coming to him after the.
Wait, you want me to just prove it right now? Okay, I'll prove it right now. Like, what the hell? If it's really that big of a deal, okay. Does that make it easier? Why would I lie about this? Like, straight up. I got no reason to lie. Guys, you got to understand, I'm not like these other CCs who are just going to lie to cause issues. I just don't do that. I like legit, like, rarely ever lie unless it's about me telling someone I fucked their mother. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't do that shit. I've never done that shit. Because I have no reason to do that shit. It's really that easy. Yeah, I got DM'd. It's fucking that easy.
Content cop just seems nuts.
Seems extremely desperate. It makes me wonder what's going on behind the scenes. You know what I mean?
All right, let's watch the damn clip.
DM'd me. Yeah.
This guy is something else.
And he asked,
Just the way, even just the way everything about him is just so wild.
how much do you weigh?
By the way, I don't think Tectone is like a troll or he just doesn't like outright lie about it.
I frankly don't know almost anything.
I think
about
this is real.
I think he's going to try to get me in Creator Clash, which, by the way...
Oh shit, Dan, hold on.
Before that
Hold on, bro. I think this is a Berserk tattoo.
Berserk tattoo, Hunter's Mark, Bloodborne, Mark of Tiwaz from Vinland Saga, the marks on Tortifin's dagger, Dark Sigil from Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, not Elden Ring.
Oh no, not beating the Berserk fans or fucking weirdos allegations.
I think you, and by the way, he's also bald.
My guy.
And bearded.
Hey.
You guys have a lot in common.
Oh,
I'm just saying, if he's a big fan of Berserk, he's got to be kind of cool at least.
Where you can see in the background the entire collection of Berserk. I like Berserk a little bit. It's true. I do.
Immediately Chat is pointing. Chat is saying that his father is an injured vet.
Yeah, that was part of why, and I fairly so, right? That was part of why he got so upset about her veteran comment, because his dad is like an extremely disabled vet who was injured in warfare.
Got it.
And had like his.
Yeah, I believe he has 18 combat tours over 42 years. They were to call him Iron Mike. I'm very proud of the time he did for our country. I'm very proud of him. Yeah, he's helped me a lot in life. And, you know, obviously not every dad's perfect. Obviously my dad, you know, we've been on horrible terms before. But, you know, it's your family, right? You just got to fucking deal with the hand that you're dealt. And obviously I wish things were better and things weren't so hard for us when we were younger. But I still respect my dad. Absolutely.
His friends dying shit. It sounded really horrible. I saw the clip of him talking about it. So I mean, yeah, I mean,
call her a piece of shit. You don't gotta call her a fat piece of shit.
Yeah, fat and ugly is nasty, and like obviously.
What is 2025, man? Am I crazy, bro? If these people think that me saying fat and ugly is bad in 2025, never look up my League of Legends logs from 2012. You do not want to hear what I was saying on Xbox Live. And let's say that shit eventually gets leaked. I don't care. It was funny. hey, the internet was a different time. I don't care. It is what it is. Hey, we farming a little bit. We farming. I don't know when the world got so soft. Like, don't get me wrong. If I'm out here calling people like the hard R, oh yeah, what the fuck? You know? Like, you know, that's crazy. Fat. We're drawing the line at fat. I'm helping these people. Me getting called fat is what made me lose 100 pounds. Right? I mean, you guys call it insulting. I call it motivation. Everybody says that I was trying to attack Frogan. Guys, I was just trying to motivate her. Oh, man. Jesus. Assholes live forever.
Obviously, I would never condone that. I don't think it's a good thing to say.
And yeah, I was just going to say very, very common knowledge, but not often practiced. I feel like if people were just nice about things and explained why they were offended by something, it would be a lot more impactful. Just saying. That's my Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, so like I did. Yeah, like I did that. In fact, multiple times, like at length. I don't know how much more I could possibly have explained that. Yeah, I don't know, man. Just because you didn't hear it don't mean it didn't happen. I said that so many times, bro.
Well, that
Lesson of
wouldn't
the
be
day.
content.
True.
Yeah, our channel wouldn't even exist. You wouldn't have a job.
That's true.
So true.
Your ass would be back in Dearborn.
I made the first content video defending
I got no idea who this guy is, and I know he just said that one thing, but I like his vibes a lot. I think everybody in this podcast has good vibes. This is nice.
you.
I've never watched this show before, but this is pretty good.
See, no one did that yet. That's why I stuck
I also really like how they're talking about me. This is cool, man. This is a very like surreal moment to me.
outside the box. Everyone else is making hate videos.
It's true. And nothing's changed.
He used to be really close with Frog. Frogman is like the funniest nickname, bro. I'm not gonna lie. He used to be friends with Frogman.
Somehow, nothing's changed.
Comes out, and before that gets invited, before I get invited to that, I'm not interested. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good, man. I'd rather do a fighting event that isn't run by somebody who stabs their best friend in the back. Yep.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
no, I'm good, man.
Oh,
That's kind of based.
That's talking about you, isn't it?
Based.
Based? Hilarious, actually.
I mean,
Best friend is probably.
I never said that. Ian did actually say that in a video. People have pointed out.
Yeah, I know. If it's not the truth, my bad for assuming that, but that's what I thought.
He called me his best friend.
At some point in
He
the past,
said,
or
I
in the
saw
content
the
cut.
post you're talking about.
No, in the he sent in a video during
think is the roast one.
the
The
roast
roast
for my
battle,
birthday.
yeah.
Oh,
He called me his best friend.
oops.
Which is one of the things that perpetually tickles me about this is that the way he tries to downplay our relationship is just so fucking stupid. Nobody buys it. You know what I mean? I didn't even have to be like, no, we were friends, bro.
He needs a good fucking ass whooping is what he needs.
But I believe him, and I think it means that the things behind the scenes are pretty messy. Yeah.
Yeah.
This person that makes a good point too. Ian and Nisa were trying to get Amarath to fight when she was saying crazy shit about LGBT people. They view Creator Clash as a vehicle for cheap drama engagement. I don't think Ian reaching out to him.
Well, anyways, yeah, no, it's the truth. If you ever want to DM, my DMs are open. I only use Twitter. But yeah, if you want me to confirm anything, let me know. I keep receipts of everything. Anyways, I appreciate being shouted out. Thought that was cool as fuck. And yeah, anyways.